PMacMovies back with another creepy look at the camera and a new PMacMovies haul video. PMac has hoarded. We got Kino Lorber 2 orders. We got, I think this deep discount stuff's from several weeks ago. And some Goodwill stuff from several weeks ago. And then we got some Warner Archive. We got all sorts of fun stuff. We got a package from the man, Joe Masiello here. I'm excited. I'm so excited I'm gonna cry. I just pooped my pants. Don't tell anybody. I just told the world, but don't tell anybody else. It was just a little bit. All right, where do we want to start here? So, let's start with my main man, Joe Masiello. He sent me over a package from, he has the Disney thing, the Disney subscription. What is it called? Disney Movie Insiders? Is that what it's called? Or is that, I can't remember. No, that might be like their rewards thing. I don't know. The Disney Club where you buy stuff. Disney Movie Club, that's what it is. Anyway, some favorites from when old PMac was a youngster. Joe is giving me my childhood back. We got Gordon Bombay, Emilio Estevez, The Mighty Ducks, The Mighty Ducks 2, D2, The Mighty Ducks, and D3, The Mighty Ducks. These are some fun ones. I know, the third one's not really supposed to be that great, but these are all super duper fun movies. Disney exclusives. It's interesting how they're not, they're not putting these out for anyone to buy, but I guess I could get more into that, why that would be in another video, because they could sell quite a few of these, but they don't, so why don't they? Interesting. So this was released way back in 2017. I can't believe it's been that long already. It seems like these were like just released. Looks like they are region free. I didn't have these movies even on DVD because I had heard that the DVDs weren't very good, so I didn't bother buying them, but really glad to get them on Blu-ray. And they're not going to look like top of the line, top-notch transfers, but I'm sure they're going to look solid enough. Thank you, Joe. These are great. I was really hoping to get these at some point, but I wasn't going to shell out like 30 bucks a piece for them or whatever they sell online. I'll leave some of the best stuff for last. Let's take a look. I ordered from Deep Discount. This was like from several weeks ago, including a show that I already watched. It is Warrior, the complete first season. This is set in San Francisco, and I believe, this would be the 1900s in Chinatown, San Francisco. I really like this show. It's really entertaining. It's a Cinemax show. It's way over the top on violence and sex. Like, way over the top. I could have done without a lot of that. But I really enjoy the story. And the fights are pretty good. They're just gruesome. Like, I would say I don't understand why they have to show that much trash. But the reality is, I do know that the goal is to degrade society more and more. And that's why you can see the entertainment continuing to be more and more extreme. But this is a really good show. I like the lead actor there. He's really good. And actually, the co-creator of Banshee did this, and it led me to then start watching Banshee. And I watched Warrior Season 1 here on Blu-ray. Then I watched Warrior Season 2 on HBO Max. Watched those pretty quick. They're 10-episode seasons. Watched those like last weekend. Great. And then I've started watching Banshee, and I finished the first season of that. And then I think I'm on like episode 6 or 7 of season 2 already, so I'm going to get through the whole series of Banshee here within the next few weeks. I really like that too. Then I bought 3 seasons of an Acorn show with Ian Glenn. I didn't really know anything about this, but it was only $4. Delicious Season 1, $4. Delicious Season 2, $4. And Delicious Season 3. I do tend to like this, like, British stuff. I think it's British. It's definitely not US show. But, these are, what's interesting is these are actually, like, burn-on-demand kind of discs. They're not, like, actual pressed discs. I didn't realize that when I bought it. I mean, it was a beer me good deal. But I was kind of surprised that they're not, like, pressed Blu-rays. But so $12 for all 3 of them combined. It looks like they're all about 3 hours each, 4 episodes. 4 episodes. Yeah, they're all 4 episodes. So I guess it wasn't a super great deal, but I snagged them. This one, I don't know. I feel like I read some good things about it, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Another one that was $4 minus a discount code, so I think it ended up being less than $4. E-Demon, Evil is Going Viral. This is also like a BDR, not a press disc. So that was interesting. Deep discount selling those. Then I got a Warner Archive one. Not one that was like high on the old PMac list, but it was like $6. I think it ended up being less than $6 after the code. The Golden Arrow. So a Warner Archive for that cheap on Blu-ray, I'll get it. This one I should not have gotten, unfortunately. It is Maniac. Sony put this out. However, this movie is also on a Mill Creek set. And now that I think about it, I'm wondering if this is in one of my Indicator box sets also. I'm going to have to check that out. So I might have this several times over. I'll have to look to sell or trade that copy. It was like less than $4. I don't know why. I guess I just assumed I didn't have it. Anyway. And then I got a DVD, which again was $4, so less than $4 after the discount. But I saw that Carl Weathers was in this, and I think it looked like a pretty interesting movie, suspense thriller. The Hostage Heart, also starring Vic Morrow. You got to get yourself some Carl Weathers, 94 minutes. The Hostage Heart. I don't believe that this has a Blu-ray. And this is a DVD-R there. So, some interesting deep discount snags. Alright. Let's go on to Goodwill. I ended up getting the whole Barney Miller set here. These were $2 each. Barney Miller 1 and 2. Seasons 1 and 2. Barney Miller Seasons 3 and 4. Barney Miller 5 and 6. And then Barney Miller Season 6. Or 7 and 8. So they split these up and made them $2 a piece. So it was $8 for the complete Barney Miller collection, which I've never watched any of Barney Miller, but it looked like it got pretty good reviews. Some of the discs are not, the discs weren't all mint or anything like that. I mean, they had some scuffs and stuff on them. You know, some of them look totally fine. Some of them have some little scuffs, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to find this series cheaper. So $8 for the whole series. I will beer myself, and that is a Shout Factory release. I did get a few other things a few weeks back. This was a while ago. I got Everybody Wins here. I think this was probably my lone snag that day that I got this. I like these kind of detective movies, so I decided to go ahead and get this. It's actually a Sony Pictures release for $1.99, starring Nick Nolte, Deborah Winger, and don't know a whole lot about it, but like I said, I like these detective movies, so I got that. I think he's a private detective. I got one that I already own, but I'm pretty sure I don't already have the lenticular slipcover for it. It is Dark Shadows here on Blu-ray. I might even have 2 copies of this. I think this one might have been at Dollar Tree, and I have it in like a 2-pack. It did come with the digital code though, so I'll sell that. So I basically am just looking to get the slipcover and then sell the code, which the code should go for $2.50, $3. So, Slippy! It's a lenticular Slippy. I like that. And then this is a movie I remember watching on DVD years back, and I liked it a lot. I don't know if I'd still like it a lot. I'm not necessarily into this type of movie anymore, but I remember for what it was, I really liked it. And it is A Time to Kill here, starring Matthew McConaughey. You gotta love Matthew McConaughey. It is a Joel Schumacher film, also starring Sandra Bullock, Samuel L. Jackson, Kevin Spacey, Oliver Platt. Ooh, Kevin Spacey's in it. Patrick McGowan. Excellent. Donald Sutherland's in this. Wow, this is an all-star cast. I didn't realize Donald was in it. I didn't remember. Charles Dutton, Ashley Judd. Holy crap, this has got quite the cast. Very nice. I like the movie, like I said. And then I'm not like a big older SNL fan, but I figured for $5 each, these sets were pretty good. So I got Saturday Night Live, the complete first season, in this big thick box set, 8-disc collection. That's value, $5 for 8 discs. And then the, so that's from 75 to 76. Then I got the 78 to 79 fourth season. And this is a 7-disc set. They also had 1 or 2 other sets. Maybe just one, but there were some issues with at least, I think one of the discs was pretty scratched up, so I just passed on that. So that was all of my Goodwill stuff. There hasn't really been much. I mean, that's all I've gotten from Goodwill over the past like 3 or 4 weeks. I think I struck out this week. I didn't get anything. And if there's not anything I want, you know, I don't force it. I don't push it. We have some Kino and we have some Warner Archive. So the Warner Archive sale is now over, but the great thing about the Warner Archive sale, I think it was towards last weekend, they had a 20% off code along with the 4 for $44 deal. So basically $11 each minus 20% off. They also had 7% if you went through Top Cash Back with their links. And I put their link to join Top Cash Back in my description section. There is no payment. It's basically like you just get free stuff for using their links. So I did that first order, and my first order was large, and it was in charge. I think I ordered, it was over $150 worth, so I got free shipping. And then the 20% off, and then the 7% cash back. And I was at work, and I had to get my order in before that 20% off code expired. I didn't know when it was going to expire, but it did end up expiring. So it was good that I got it in. And then I got home after work, and I said, you know, this is still a really good deal. There was a 15% off code still available, still a really good deal. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get $150 for free shipping again, but I ended up picking 7 more. And yes, I did pay like $250 shipping. I got the 15% off rather than 20%. And then for some reason, it didn't register for my Top Cash Back, even though I used their link. I'm not going to mess around sending them emails and worrying about it. I'm not going to get the 7% cash back, whatever. Not even worth my time. But they actually, probably because there's some from my big order that they needed to wait on or whatever, they haven't shipped out that first order yet, but they did ship the second order. So let's take a look at what I got here. Probably one of the main ones I wanted was this Grey Stoke, The Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes. I'm not sure if I saw this when I was younger. I remember watching a Tarzan movie when I was younger, and I'm not sure which one it was. It looks like this is from 1983, directed by Hugh Hudson. No idea who that is, but it's starring Christopher Lambert and Andy McDowell. This looks like a fun, entertaining movie, so I wanted to grab this one, and I did so. This was one that I wasn't going to get, even though I do like Jeff Bridges, but the more I looked into the movie, directed by Peter Weir, the more I was like, yeah, this movie sounds like something I would want to own. And I do like Jeff Bridges. It is Fearless here on Blu-ray. Sounds like it could be a good, kind of a spiritual type of movie, something like that, or dealing with grief aspects sort of movie. Also starring John Turturro, Isabella Rossellini, Rosie Perez. Up next, this one I had passed on a lot in the past, and I don't know why. The more I looked into the movie, the more I was like, this movie sounds like it's really good. And it is Death Trap here, starring Michael Caine and Christopher Reeve, and I like both of them. It sounds like kind of a suspense thriller, so I was very interested in that, snagged it up as part of the deal. Alright, so continuing on, we got special guest Charmy in the background. How you doing over there, Charmy?
I'm very hungry.
What?
I'm just gonna nibble stuff.
What do you think about these movies I got?
There's a lot of movies in there, Pat. A lot of movies. Where'd you get them from?
All different places, Charmy. Everyone's from a different place.
Nice. Did you get anything from Goodwill?
Not today.
Not today. Gotcha. Enjoy filming, Pat.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Up next, we have Gene Hackman and Al Pacino in Scarecrow. Another one, I thought I had read that this one wasn't very good, but then in looking back again, it actually got really good reviews, so I'm not sure what I was thinking. But now I have snagged it. Then we got a Robert Altman. I do like to get most of the Robert Altmans. There's a few that I've passed on that just didn't look interesting to me at all. But I did go ahead and snag up Brewster McCloud, 105 minutes from 1970. Sounds like it's kind of a strange, unique movie. So we'll see if that's any good. Then I got Oscar Wilde's The Picture of Dorian Gray, which again, I read some really good stuff about it. So I went ahead and snagged it up. Angela Lansbury. This is a 1940s movie, 1945. Holy cow. And then I got a Western starring Gary Cooper and Maria Schell, The Hanging Tree. Why did I get this one, you may ask? And I think it got pretty good reviews. It must have sounded interesting. I think I was kind of on the fence about it, but decided to go ahead and snag it up. I don't know that I have too many Gary Cooper movies. So that is all the Warner Archive ones that I have gotten so far. Hopefully I'll have my other order by next weekend, but I'm thinking probably not, because they haven't shipped it out yet, and they said it could be like a few weeks before they get all the orders out, so I don't know that I'll even have it for next week's. I did place 2 Kino Lorber orders. I thought they were going to be my only 2 orders. However, I ended up placing another one because some of the prices on their While Supplies Last stuff went down, and then there was a few others that I decided I wanted to get. So let's take a look at my first order that I placed. Did I put these together properly? Yes, I did. So the good thing about Kino is too, and Warner Archive is the same. They don't use the really cheap, crappy eco cases. So even though they don't put a ton of padding in the box, it usually, like, I've had minimal issues where there's any problems with the cases and the artwork and stuff. We'll take a look here. I did get one issue in these 2 packages. So first, this is one that I don't believe ever went down to $10 before. It is Mario Bava's Hatchet from the Honeymoon. I think this was in one of their previous sales. Possibly like a Halloween time sale or something, since it's a horror movie. but I'm pretty sure it was like $12, so I passed on it. And a good thing I did, because this sale, it did drop down to $10. Up next, we have one that did end up going out of print during this sale. They sold out of it. Another one that I think I had passed on before because it was selling for $12, and they dropped it down to $10 during this sale. It is Charles Bronson in Breakheart Pass. I'm trying to get all the Charles Bronsons on Blu-ray. Stayed patient with this one and did end up snagging her up. Another Charles Bronson with Jill Ireland in it. Jill Ireland. Also starring Charles Durning and Richard Crenna from 1975. 95 minutes. Then I got Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles starring Rock Hudson. This is a miniseries from 1980. It is 293 minutes. Now, I have passed on this one before because I think the cheapest it might have been in a previous sale was like $15. This sale, it was $13. It's a 2-disc set. So it's a 3-parter. And basically I looked into customer reviews, I looked at message boards, and the response to this movie was fairly positive, but like the critical response was pretty bad. Like I looked up some Blu-ray reviews, and they made it sound like this was really bad, but then when I read the customer stuff and the message board stuff, it got pretty positive feedback. And I kind of like these old sci-fi shows, movies, so I went ahead and snagged it up, and I don't know, we'll take a look, we'll see. It sounds like the special effects are pretty bad, so I don't know, and some of the reviews said it was like boring and special effects are bad, so I will watch and decide for myself. Then I think this might have been their only Palisades Tartan Blu-ray in the whole sale. It's a French movie called 36 Precinct, and it looks like a pretty good cop thriller, so I went ahead and snagged this one up. It's 111 minutes from 2011, so it's been out for quite a while, but this one was only $8, so that was a beer me. And then a blaxploitation zombie movie. Actually, I didn't even realize that the case on this is cracked a little bit. It is Sugar Hill. I read some really good things about this movie, and this is a Scorpion releasing one from Kino. 1974, 91 minutes. Looks like a fun one there. And my second order from Kino was actually a little bit bigger of an order, and we got some more interesting stuff in here. So this one I was kind of on the fence about. I was back and forth on whether I was going to get it, but I did end up snagging it. It is The Bedroom Windows, a fun 80s thriller starring Steve Guttenberg. And this is one that did have some damage on it. It got like a little puncture in the back, and I'm not even sure how it happened. But let's see if you can see it. It's right here, and it's it got hit in the case right there, and it actually broke into the artwork. So the artwork is like tore right there. Yeah, you really can't see it there, but it is pretty apparent. Unfortunately, could have been worse. Up next, we got a French movie from Henry George Clouzot. This was a pretty good price. This one dropped down to $9, and I read some really good reviews on it. It is Quai des Orfèvres. I don't know how to pronounce it. I took French in school, but still, not very successful at it. From 1947, 107 minutes. Snagged that one, a very good bargain price. Then I had to get another Roger Moore movie. I like to get all the Roger Moore movies that Kino puts out. And I'm wondering now that this was $9.99, and I can't remember if it was like $9 in a previous sale, or it was also $9.99 in that previous sale. So I don't remember. It might have been a little bit cheaper. It might have been the same price. But for some reason, I passed on it. I went ahead and snagged it up this time. Roger Moore, Anthony Perkins, James Mason. Sounds like a pretty fun one. Folks on Blu-ray. We got another, what I think this is blaxploitation also. Maybe. It might be blaxploitation. Another Scorpion releasing one called Trick Baby. And this one sounded pretty good, and it was only $8. PMac snagged it up. Jeremy, you gonna watch all these with me?
Sure.
I don't know about that.
As long as I like the movie.
Which is rare.
Don't say that.
Up next, we have Burn Witch Burn, which is a old horror movie. I know Charmy will watch this. From 1962, 90 minutes. Again, read some really good things about it. Seemed like people thought this was really good, especially for like an older horror movie. So I snagged, I think it was $10. And a couple more horror ones. We got Baby Blood from 1990, 97 minutes. It doesn't necessarily look like something that would be that great to me, but it got really good. Like, it got a lot of positive feedback. From 1990, 87 minutes. I believe it is a French movie. So I was interested in it. Check it out. If I don't like it, I can sell it. And then another one. I think this one had been more expensive before. Maybe 12 or 13 during previous sales. But it is And Soon the Darkness, which is like a, sounds like kind of a horror thriller kind of thing. From 1970, 99 minutes. Again, I read some really good things about this one, so I decided to go ahead and snag it up. I think they made a remake of that one, which didn't sound like it was as good. But that is everything that old PMac has gotten here, and this is from like the last several weeks. And then I got that Hamilton book haul that I showed off earlier this week. So that is it. We will see you guys next time on PMac Movies. Right, Jeremy?